Welcome back to another video, Rams Nation. Today I'm bringing to you the Rams versus Eagles preview. This is one of the biggest games that the NFL has to offer all year. The Rams are coming off of a 32-16 win over the Cardinals, and the Philadelphia Eagles are coming off of a loss to the Seattle Seahawks. This is one of the biggest games, like I said. It's probably going to be the NFC Championship preview, possibly, if both teams make it that far. I think they will. Many are predicting that they will. It's also big because it's a matchup between the first and second overall picks of the 2016 NFL Draft. The first overall pick, Jared Goff, the quarterback of the Rams, and the second overall pick, Carson Wentz, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. They will be linked forever just because they're from the same draft, same position. They will always be compared, and I will actually compare them in this video. And let's hope that this game doesn't get canceled or postponed or moved because of the fires in LA. And I hope that all of you fans in Los Angeles are okay. And I wish you the best during these tough times. Now, just like any video, I go over team stats. This time I'm actually going to put them out in front of you. As you can tell, the Rams and Eagles are pretty equal. They score the same amount of points. They're both first in the NFL with 30.1 points per game. They allow about the same points per game. The Rams have the advantage in the passing game. They average more passing yards. The Eagles have more rush yards, and they are second in the NFL. And the Eagles have the third most yards per game in that with 385.1. Now, as far as injuries go, while both teams are relatively healthy, the Rams are going to be without Robert Woods and Connor Barwin as expected. Robert Woods is still nursing that shoulder injury. He should be back next week. That's our hope. That's what I'm thinking. And Connor Barwin is in the same boat. He fractured a bone in his forearm, so I would expect him to be back next week. He was out 1 to 2 weeks. He already missed one game. He'll miss this one. So hopefully he's back next week. Hopefully Woods is back next week. And Alec Ogletree injured his elbow against the Cardinals. He did not injure it on the flip into the end zone. He injured it on the next drive, and he should be good to go. And as far as the Eagles go, they're pretty healthy. But Zach Ertz, their tight end, is in concussion protocol, and he is he's going to play if he is cleared. If he's not cleared, he's obviously not going to play. And obviously their star left tackle, Jason Peters, is out for the rest of the year, and he's on injured reserve. He suffered a season-ending injury earlier in the year, and he will not play. He has not been playing for a couple weeks now, a month or so, I'm not really sure. But just like the Rams, the Eagles are pretty healthy. Now here's a comparison between stats between quarterback Jared Goff and Carson Wentz. Like I said earlier in the video, both will be compared throughout their careers just because they were picked number 1 and number 2. As you can tell, the green is the good, the red is the bad. The green shows that one player has an advantage, and the red shows that the player has a disadvantage. I'm not going to go through most of these stats, but I want to talk about how Jared Goff is not in the MVP race like Carson Wentz is. As you can tell, they have very similar stats. Across the board, Goff has more yards, same amount of interceptions, has a higher completion percentage, has more yards per attempt. And Carson Wentz, yes, he has 29 touchdowns, but he has 9 fumbles, and no one looks at that. I'm going to let you pause. Go ahead, pause whenever, and just look at these 2 stats. But like I said, Goff is not in the MVP race, and Carson Wentz is. But Jared Goff obviously should be in the MVP race, just like Carson Wentz. They have very similar stats. Now on to the keys for the Rams to win this game. We cannot only just get to Carson Wentz, just pressure him here and there, let him move. No, we got to get to Carson Wentz, and we got to sack him, we got to hit him. We cannot make him run around, and that makes me go to my second point. The second key to win, we cannot let Carson Wentz improvise. He's kind of like Russell Wilson in a sense. He will break contain, and that's when he is at his best. Once he breaks out of the pocket, buys a lot of time, his wide receivers are going to be open. That's what has led to most of his success. He's kind of like Russell Wilson in that sense, maybe a young Ben Roethlisberger. He's hard to tackle, he's hard to stop. He's very good, and he's most of the Eagles' success runs through Carson Wentz. So what do we got to do to stop them? We got to stop Carson Wentz. Got to do our best to stop Carson Wentz. And now on to the other side of the ball. We have to stay pretty balanced, in my opinion. Recently, we have gone to the passing attack more than the running attack. Part of the reason is I think that Sean McVay is resting Gurley for the playoffs a little bit, not getting him a huge workload, but also against the Saints, their 2 starting corners were out, so that was a weakness. The Cardinals, our passing attack is better than their secondary, even though they have Tyrann Mathieu and Patrick Peterson. Both are good, but our passing attack is better. and we have to be unpredictable. This Eagles defense is a lot better than the last two defenses that we have played, and everyone needs to step up. And in addition, on offense, Eagles defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz is blitzing more than ever, so we're going to have to stop their pressure. We're going to have to give Jared Goff a lot of time. Our offensive line has to play their best game all year because this is probably the best defensive line that we'll play all year. Also, we got to move Fletcher Cox to run the ball. If we want to run the ball, Fletcher Cox is a beast, one of the best defensive tackles in the game. If we don't move him, we don't run up the middle, we might not even get to run outside. Their defense is that good. We just got to stop them, got to do our thing. Everyone's got to step up, and those are the keys to win. And now on to my predictions. My first prediction is that the Eagles are going to get shut down in the run game. Yes, the Rams actually stopped the run in this game. They have one of the worst or mediocre rush defenses in the NFL. The reason is I think Alec Ogletree and Mark Barron are both fast and athletic, and the Eagles running backs, LeGarrette Blount is now one of the fastest running backs. I think we'll be able to get to him. Jay Ajayi is pretty quick, but I think Mark Barron and Alec Ogletree will have success stopping the run in this game. And also, Todd Gurley hasn't found the end zone in 2 straight weeks. I think he finds it twice in this one. I think he's going to show that he's one of the best running backs in the NFL. He already is, but I think he might even, put himself on the top of the list after this one. This game is going to be on national TV in most places. On the map, the Rams play in red. On this one map I saw, the whole United States was red, or about 90% of it was red. It's going to be on Fox. It's going to be on national TV, so Gurley's going to put on a show. I think Watkins is going to have a 100-yard day without Robert Woods. And my bold prediction for this one, I think Jared Goff is going to outshine Carson Wentz by a lot on the big stage. I think he's going to have a great day. This is the first time that they play each other. It's on the big stage, national TV. Goff is going to show why he's better than Carson Wentz, and he's going to put his name into the MVP race, and people are going to start talking about Jared Goff a little bit more. The last time that these two teams met was Week 5 of 2014, and the Eagles won 34-28. Quick note here, if the Rams were to win this game, they would move into the 2nd seed in the NFC, and the Eagles would move out of the first-round bye slot. The Rams would have the tiebreaker over the Eagles, obviously with a win over them. And also, the Seattle Seahawks play the Jacksonville Jaguars this week, so let's hope that the Jaguars win this one. Now onto my final score prediction for this game. I think the Rams are going to win 31-17. Like I said, Jared Goff, I think he's going to outperform Carson Wentz. I think Todd Gurley's going to have a big game, and the Rams are going to show the NFL that they're one of the best teams in the NFL. But the one thing is, if the Rams were to win this game by 2 touchdowns, which I think is a convincing win, especially over a 10-win team, I think that this is actually what's going to happen, is the media and stuff are going to be like, oh, are the Eagles for real now? They lost 2 games. They lost to the Rams. Are they kind of in a slump now? They lost 2 in a row after starting off 10-1 or whatever. That the Rams are not going to get as much credit as they should be if they were to win this game. But that's it for this video, Rams Nation. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, comment, share with your friends. Horns up, go Rams.